When you step out, God steps in. When you step out on faith, God steps in. And I know that sounds a little like, really? Because you think that in your secret closet of prayer and petition, that God is there with you. And yes, that's the case. But also, when you're willing to step out, God is there also. In the book of Joshua, verse 1:9, it says, be strong and courageous. Like literally, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't experience moments of fear, moments of doubt, moments where we question ourselves and our capabilities. But to be strong and courageous calls for a different part of you. It literally says, I don't know the outcome to this, and I'm not exactly sure if I'm equipped with everything, but what I do know is, if I got God on my side, if I know what I know, and I'm capable, so let's do this. I think that people that pull the trigger on themselves, that say, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to move full force in this direction. It is not because they figured everything out. And it's not even because they totally trust and believe God either. It just simply means that they're sort of stepping out on faith. And I believe that God rewards that because we are meant to be creative. We're meant to expand. We're meant to call forth the higher versions of ourselves. And anytime we shrink and pull back from that, then we are sort of living in a space that's not calling us forward to the strength and to the courage and to the creativity that we've been designed and destined for. So I do believe that there is a reward for stepping out. And I forget the phrase, but I think it's like, what does it say? Something about rewards the brave, right? Like life rewards the brave, something along those lines. If you know that quote, then just go ahead and put it in the comments for me. But there is a reward to being brave. There is a reward to saying, I haven't figured it out, but I'm going to take a leap of faith. Like starting this channel was simply a leap of faith. Getting here and online and putting videos, it's a leap of faith. It's not because I was super duper confident. It's not because I was super courageous. It's not because I actually even know the end outcome. But what I do know is what I've been shown and what I'm being told sort of like in a secret place. And so I'm just sort of like, okay, I'll take the leap of faith. Fine. I'll do it. And I don't even know the full spectrum or the full picture, but it's sort of that leap of faith. And so I want to encourage you to take that leap of faith and be strong and be courageous. There's a reason why that's a command. It's not a suggestion. It's not, will you be strong and will you be courageous? No, it's actually saying be strong and be courageous. And those are the things that we sometimes struggle with because we have been taught, and we also see in society that it feels like everybody and everything is figured out and they got it going on. And I just don't know what's wrong with me. And I haven't got it figured out. And I just don't know if I can do it. And all the questions, right? And all the thoughts that come along to endorse those questions, and all the thoughts that come along to keep you stifled and keep questioning the question. But that's not actually the plan. The plan is for you to say, this is what I have right now. This is what I'm working with. And I'm going to take what I have and I'm going to do something with it. And it might be small to the naked eye. It might be small to whomever. It might even be small to me, but I'm just going to go ahead and plant that seed. And so you begin to see the ripple effects of you planting that seed. It may not mature within that season, but something is happening underground that you cannot see, that you cannot feel. And sometimes you even question. But it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the purpose. And so I want you to know that when you step out in faith, God steps in to support you, cover you, like yield to you and say, yes, okay, you're doing this? All right, call in the support. Let's go. And everything begins to come and sort of barricade you in a good way, right? Of saying, yep, this is what's been designed for you. And this is what I'm asking you to do. And then you begin to see the evidence of that, right? Like an opportunity opens up, or, a situation sort of just edifies you because somebody affirms that what you did or what you said or what you put out there was so helpful and useful to them. And I don't necessarily mean this in just business, right? Like this can be in so many different aspects of life, of you stepping out on faith can just reap something back towards you that only could happen if you stepped out on faith. So be courageous, be strong. Like, have I not commanded you? I'm not asking you to be afraid. And again, you can feel fear, but operating from a space of fear is not where it's at. And you can feel sad, but operating from a place of sadness. You can feel like you lack confidence, but operating from a space of lacking confidence, it's not it. And there is a difference. Does that make sense? Like, I can be really scared to do something and I'm still doing it. I had to speak in front of an audience and I was frightened, but I did it. And so in the midst of being frightened, doing it says to the brain, psychologically, it sort of sends a message. oh, I can adapt in uncomfortable situations. I can rise to the occasion in situations that don't necessarily match my level of comfortability, and that's good. And that's what you want to see happening. That's what you want to do. You want to constantly and consistently expand and move from a space of knowing, move from a space of trusting, move from a space of authority, move from a space of calling that power back to you and saying, all right, I don't have steps 1 to 10, but I do have steps 1 and 2. So I feel like if I do 1 and 2, then I'll begin to see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does that make sense? So again, we want to step out on faith, and stepping out on faith doesn't look like I'm stepping out on faith. It may not be an animation. It may not even be a joyful experience. It's just simply sometimes agonizing. If I can be honest with you, there are moments that I've stepped out on faith that have just been like, oh, I have no other choice. Okay, that's it. Let this be, right? And then it's like God and the world and the universe is like, so it is. And so it is. So step out on faith. Step out in that belief of yourself. Step out and be courageous about what you desire for yourself. Step out. Even if you are fearful, step out. Just don't operate from that space of fear and stagnation and delay and denial of yourself. And that idea of questioning who you are and whose you are, right? Like you're here for a purpose. And I think it's time to start living with that audacity and that confidence that you are here for. So step out on faith and trust that as soon as you do that, God, the angels, your appointed guardian angels, all authority meets you right there, ready to secure the spot that you want to secure for yourself. I don't believe anything is forceful. I believe you call it towards you with intention and knowing rightfully, like, this is mine, this is what I desire, this is what I feel so connected to. And so it is. And so it is. I think about Cardi B when she was in that show Love and Hip Hop years ago. And, you would see some of the episodes. I remember, I didn't watch a lot of the seasons, if I could be honest, but there were certain episodes or certain clips you would see where there was just her believing in herself and her not going for the games of the industry or being delayed or being denied her opportunity to let her voice be heard or to have their mixtape recorded or have the proper budget and so on and so forth. And then you look fast forward to now where there's an authority and a dominance and a belief of, this is what I was here to do. And you're not going to be a gatekeeper of that. And so I'm using that as an analogy to even speak to your spirit. Don't let anyone gatekeep what you know you've been here to do and the authority that you have. And that comes with confidence, and it comes with courage, and it comes with not being afraid. Move forward. Be strong and courageous. Be strong and courageous. Be strong and courageous. That is the command. And so that's what I'm charging you with. Be strong and courageous. Get clear, get deliberate, get intentional, and get going. All right. We're not going to be delayed. Get going. Start moving. Start getting clear. If you want a clarity call, look at the description below and I can support you with that. But it's time to get going. So be strong and courageous. That is a command. It's not a suggestion. You are capable of what it is that you desire, and you get to have what it is that you desire. So go forth. I believe in you, and I'm trusting that you're not going to be wasting your months and your weeks and your days of what's left of this year. Okay? It's all possible for you if you say it is and if you believe it is so. Check the description below for any resources. Thank you for tuning in. I don't believe in coincidences, so I hope that this message supported you in some way, shape, or form, and I will see you next time.